Hey guys, I'm Taylor from Euphoric Wellness, and if you're watching this video, you just scan the QR code and I'm going to go through step-by-step instructions on how to properly set up your cold plunge system. Before I get into your step-by-step instructions, I want to make one note on the chiller. Right now, I'm setting it up without any cover on it, but we highly recommend putting some sort of cover or awning or under a patio cover so that it's not exposed to extreme elements, whether that be rain, snowfall, or extreme heat. You don't want to always leave your electrical device, your chiller, out in the open because it could possibly void your warranty. For all other safety precautions and possible hazards, please visit our website at euphoric.com. Okay, let's go over what to expect in your packages. So there's two packages that come in two separate shipments. In package one is your tub. So the first thing in your package will be your actual tub. The second thing in that package will be the lid to your tub. Next, you'll find your pump. It's a portable pump to pump up your lid and your tub. The last thing you'll find in your tub package is this orange container. Inside the container, you have plumber's tape. We'll go over how to use this properly in a moment. And also, you have two black patches. If you puncture your tub, which is very rare, you don't have to get a whole new tub. You can just patch it with one of these. So you have two of those, and that's all that's included in your tub package. In your second package, you obviously have your chiller. You have wheels that come with it. They don't come installed. You have to flip the unit on its side, and they're really easy. It comes with all the nuts and bolts necessary to get the wheels on. That way you can move this around a little easier. It comes with a little valve inside the wheel bag. Remember, when you connect this thing, one, you should have two O-rings in here, and when you go to turn on your chiller, you want this valve like this so it's on and not off. If you try to run the chiller while the valve is closed, you won't be able to pump any water through and could actually damage your unit if you do it too long. Next, you'll have two PVC pipes that connect the tub to the chiller. They have PVC connectors on each end and they extend. On the side of the chiller, you have these blue caps. Inside the blue caps, there's black O-rings that ensure there's no leaking. So make sure the black O-rings are inside of each cap. Next, you'll have an extra filter in the bag. There's already a filter in your chiller, so you don't need to replace it right away. You should replace it every 4 to 6 months, and it's really easy. Just take a screwdriver and unscrew the lid, and you can replace the filter. And that's everything that should be included in your chiller package. If you are missing anything from either package, be sure to contact us immediately, and we'll send it right away. All right, so now we're gonna get to setting up your tub. First thing I'm gonna do is pump up the lid. The next step is to pump up the tub. So now we're going to connect the valve, the shutoff valve, to the tub. Remember, vertical is open, horizontal is closed. So when you turn the chiller on, vertical. We're going to remove the caps, and we're going to use our plumber's tape to ensure no leaking. Remember, when we're using this plumber's tape, we want it to go clockwise, so that it screws on with the valve. So I'm going to wrap this around 2 to 3 times. And we're going to screw this onto the tub. Nice and snug. Next, we're going to connect our PVC tubes to the tub. Again, I'm going to put on some plumber's tape clockwise. All right, same thing on the other side. Remember, more plumber's tape. Put it on the other end of the valve. Next, I'm going to connect the PVC tubes to the chiller. Remember, the outlet on the chiller connects to the inlet on the tub, or the top to the top and the bottom to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to extend this out. I'm going to take off the blue cap, take out the black O-ring. I'm going to put the blue cap on first, and then I'm going to place the black O-ring around the PVC tube. Again, I'd add plumber's tape around here and then screw on the blue cap nice and snug. And I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. I'm going to remove the blue cap, take the black O-ring out, put the blue cap on first, place the black O-ring around the PVC, add plumber's tape to the blue inlet, and then screw the cap back on nice and snug. Obviously, I'm not showing myself putting the plumber's tape back on because I had already put some on a few minutes ago. Now your tub is connected to your chiller. All right, so I'm filling the tub up with water, just regular water from the hose. And while I do that, let's talk about keeping your water clean. So a large part of that is entering into the tub in a clean state. So whether that's showering or making sure you're not absolutely filthy when you're getting in the tub. Also, to prolong your water life, you can use something like a chlorine tablet or an all-natural alternative. And a note on the chiller, if you are going to be letting it sit for a long period of time without it moving, or you're going to store it for a season, we want to make sure that when we unplug these connectors, that we tip it on its side and try to get as much of the water out of it as possible. You don't want fresh water to sit in a dark space for a long period of time. That can cause corrosion and bacteria, which can ultimately get you sick, break down your unit, and possibly void the warranty. So we want to make sure we're storing this properly. All other information on how to take care of your tub, keep the water clean, what products to use can be found on our website, euphoric.com. And you can also email us questions at info@euphoric.com. So I'm going to show you how to work the chiller with the panel. But before I do, final reminder to make sure your valve is open before turning on the chiller. So right now it's closed, and I'm going to open it so that the tub water can flow freely to the chiller. Do not turn the chiller on if this valve is closed, okay? Okay, so I'm going to walk you through how to use the panel on this. It's a little bright outside, so you might not be able to see everything super clearly, but there's only a few buttons. So here's the power button. Here's the temperature up button, the temperature down button, the set temperature. Here's the oxygen pump, which is how you turn the filter on, and the water pump, which starts pumping the water. Okay, so first we're gonna push the power button. We're gonna click set to set our temperature. You're gonna go up and down to toggle it to the right temperature. Once you get it to the right temperature on here, just wait about 5 seconds and it will go to your setting temperature. So this is your current temperature, this is your setting temperature. Then I'm gonna turn on my water pump and my filter. And don't be surprised if it doesn't start in the first 3 to 5 minutes. It takes a little bit to prime and get going, but in 3 to 5 minutes, it should start pumping water. If it doesn't, your valve is possibly still closed. Now, last note on this panel, all of the panels say cooling and heating, but not all of the units have the heating function. We use the same panel for everything, so if you bought a chilling only unit, your unit will only chill, and if you bought a heating plus chilling, you have both options here. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it get going and get to the correct temperature. Now you know how to properly set up your cold plunge system. Last note and safety precaution, it's always a good idea to unplug your power supply before getting in the water. Now it's time to do this cold plunge and feel euphoric.